Cap fact: Batman or Captain America? Who will win? There have been a few times when there's been a crossover between Marvel and DC Comics, and in these, Captain America and Batman always seem to meet up. It makes sense. They're kind of similar where they're both at peak human potential, though I could debate that for both of them as to whether or not they're actually superhuman. But they're both not the most powered, but their main power is being able to lead and with tactics. So it makes sense that they fight. This similarity has led to people to debate who would win in a fight, Cap or Batman. And in the comics that they're featured in, they're basically always evenly matched because, when you have a crossover, there has to be a fight. But for me, one of the most interesting interactions for this fight is in the Batman Captain America issue that came out in the mid 90s, I want to say. In this one, Batman and Captain America just have always lived in the same universe. It's kind of a what if Elseworld story. And in this issue, Private Steve Rogers has been assigned to protect Bruce Wayne. Neither of them know who the other is, though the people who assigned Steve to bodyguard him know because they figure Bruce Wayne needs the protection. There's a misunderstanding where both of them think that the other is trying to give away secrets, and so they fight. There's a bit of a inner monologue for both of them as they're wondering how this unassuming person is so good at combat. And Bruce thinks for a moment that Steve is slightly more skilled than he is in combat and will probably have a good chance of coming out ahead. So at that point, he realizes this must be Captain America, says something to stop Cap, and then Cap realizes, oh, Bruce Wayne is obviously Batman. And I really like this interaction for one particular reason. It sets up a way in which both of them are superior to each other and could use that to win the fight, but in a way that they're still pretty evenly matched in both. Bruce was able to make the deduction sooner than Steve was. So if it's a more intellectual fight, there's more to do with the environment, then Batman has a better chance of coming out ahead. They both realized it. It was just Batman was a little bit faster. Whereas with the physical fight, Batman was recognizing, okay, this guy's a little bit superior. So there's still a chance Batman would win in a regular fight, but the odds seem to go to Steve. And of course, I know that this was probably, mandated in whatever contract they had, because you can't have one character clearly beating the other in most of these fights. There's a few exceptions. But I think it's cool that they gave a way for both of them to win while also respecting the other.